In the lush prairie of Villa Verde, where flowers bloomed like smiles under the sun and dew sparkled like diamonds on the leaves, lived a very peculiar worm named Saltarine. Saltarin was not a common worm crawling slowly through the soil. No, Saltarin had a peculiarity. He loved to jump. His jumps were not elegant or precise. They were more like little bounces propelled by a quick contraction of his body, making him move in fits and starts. Often his jumps ended with a clumsy landing on a leaf or a flower, eliciting laughter from the butterflies and disapproving buzzes from the busy bees. "Why don't you crawl like a normal worm?" asked Mrs. Oruga, a wise and slow neighbor. "Jumping is inefficient." Saltarin shrugged, or as much as a worm could shrug. "But it's fun," he replied with a smile, "and I see the world from a different perspective." Despite the criticism, Saltarine couldn't help but jump. It was his way of exploring, feeling the breeze on his body, even though it was a very small breeze, and expressing his joy. One day, while jumping near a stream, Saltarin heard a soft sobbing sound. Hidden among the roots of a willow, he found a little firefly named Vanny crying inconsolably. "What happened, Vanny?" asked Saltarin, approaching with a cautious jump. Vanny looked up, her eyes shining with tears. "I've lost my light," she sobbed. "I can no longer light the way for my family." Despite his playful nature, Saltarine felt deep empathy for Vanny. He knew how important light was to a firefly, just as jumping was to him. "Don't worry," said Saltarine. "I'll help you find it." Most worms would have searched by crawling slowly along the ground. But Saltarine, true to his nature, began to jump. His jumps, though clumsy, allowed him to cover more ground quickly and get a better view of his surroundings. He jumped over stones, between flowers, and around fallen leaves, searching for any sign of Vanny's lost light. The other insects, seeing him, were amazed. They had never seen a worm search for something with such energy and determination. After a while of tireless searching, Saltarine saw something glimmering in the distance. With a jump bigger than usual, he landed near a small puddle of water. There, floating on a leaf, was Vanny's light, a small glimmer of yellow-green color. "Vanny, I found it!" Saltarine exclaimed with joy. Vanny flew to the puddle. Well, flew because fireflies fly. She recovered her light and placed it back into her abdomen. Instantly, her small body lit up, glowing with a warm and comforting light. "Oh, thank you so much, Saltarine!" Vanny exclaimed, embracing the worm, or as close to an embrace as a firefly can give a worm. "I never thought a jumping worm could be so helpful." From that day on, the Villa Verde prairie changed. The insects, inspired by Saltarine's courage and determination, began to value their own peculiarities. They learned that even the most unusual ability, like jumping as a worm, could be valuable and useful in unexpected moments. And Saltarine, the jumping worm, became a local hero, reminding everyone that difference, joy, and kindness always find their place, even in the most awkward jumps.